top seeds, at least, just based off of points. It looks like it was Quest that actually had the most DPC points, but Entity was third. Do not want to drop down to the lower brackets so early on in these qualifiers.
So I'm looking through the toppest of pubs right now, and I've only found 3 games of mid Marcy that have been played, and it was mid one, KuroKy, and Eki, and that is it. And we're talking like that's a lot of Marcy games in 8 days. Only 3 people even tried at mid, and most of them have done max sidekick, a little bit of like 2 points rebound. So I assume he'll probably just try and max sidekick as much as he can reliably with rebound, and then try and use your ulti. I don't know. This is gonna be very interesting to watch.
Yeah. Obviously a hero that can get out there and make a bunch of moves around the map. 100-second cooldown on that unleash. We've also seen the supports run in and take towers with it. But stepping forward, Stormstormer in kind of no man's land. They have him there. The wave of terror to open, disposed to start, and trying to find this kill. That's big. GH going to draw first blood against Stormstormer. We'll see if that ends up coming back to haunt Mikey at all, taking that early point dispose. But
I got the kill on his totally fine, because I think you use it in the lane too for like the range creeps and stuff, so it doesn't even matter. It's like value.
Big.
The biggest of value.
Mikey definitely has been very much the one just stepping forward as he just walks up, disposes Stormstormer, and starts punching him. Man, that's pretty gnarly. Just has a bunch of freaking branches and punching the Invoker in the face.
Well, we'll see if they take a quick one here. Oh, what a beautiful first Fatal Bonds up top here from Fishman. This spell has been so incredible ever since they made it enemies 6 level 1. It used to be horrendous. It used to be like 3 level 1 or something. I think it went 3, 4, 5, 6, and you had to like wait till the max level. It's just so much damage. Like we have this cleaving damage as well in the wave, so if you're trying to get the kill, you can really try and speed it up a little bit.
Down bottom. Yuma, though, he's in really far, and they managed to take him down. Gabbi just punching away there.
That's rough.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting a good start up top, though, like you're talking about, and then also finding that kill down bottom. This is what you want to see. And GH, he might also be dead up top. The Fatal Bonds, a couple more punches. Fishman takes him down. Dude, Warlock is so strong.
I figured it out. I know what's happening. Because he's not able to just illuminate at the start of the game on Mikey, he doesn't have the focus to just use his chat wheels anymore. He's been silent this whole time because he's so busy with these micro movements in the wave trying to last at everything versus Invoker.
That's fair. Well, he's still doing a good job of it, definitely. 8 and 1 apiece. Although it does get one denied right in his face.
Yeah, you had to say that. He just lost that range creep right in his face.
Oh, it happens. I allowed him to use some of those chat wheels. But yeah, I'm with you. That sounds about right. Gabbi, in spite of the kill onto Yuma, has had a little bit of trouble with the CSing, it looks like. Always tough to play against the Razor. Damn. Stormstormer doing a good job of getting a couple of those denies in there where you can. 11 and 4 already.
I mean, this is his guy, right? Like, lose game 1, all I could see was Stormstormer Invoker in the future.
Right.
And Nigma gave it to them. You know, they are better at this than I am, so they were willing to fight into this, which also means that this Marcy got picked up pretty early, so Mikey presumably wanted this as a matchup into Invoker. It's kind of interesting.
I guess, I mean, he is going to be able to get on top of him likely in that sort of mid-game scenario and just start punching, which feels interesting to me. And actually, even starting right now, a little dispose, a couple more hits. Mikey with the water rune in tow is going to be fine. But Stormstormer taking a lot of harassment.
Yeah, of course, ever since the nerf of BKB, there's not that many mids, I would say, that want to rush it and feel super happy about it. I feel like Primal Beast is the one that really sticks out. And Marcy should be another one, theoretically, that is pretty happy with an earlier BKB. So that could be part of it.
My God, damage down bottom, though. Yuma going to get pushed back. They almost were able to get that link off and good damage onto Gabbi, but the fissure from Kataomi doing enough to keep him alive. So doing a good job right now on this Earthshaker of ensuring Gabbi gets off to a good start. But as I say that, no more fissure now. Doesn't quite have enough for the kill. Yeah, I'm just cursing everybody today.
Can't be stopped right now. Stormstormer has used the cold snap here just to get out of the body blocks. and turn it back onto Mikey as they hit the 4-minute mark. Rubik's coming in from the top, so Mikey goes bottom. Stormstormer won't be able to grab himself a little water rune. I mean, he's an evoker, so you're not really counting on runes anyway, of course. But to give up both feels kind of bad versus anybody.
Yeah, no points up in Exort for the Spirit to go over and try and make the deny play. So yeah, Mikey getting both of those, that's what you want to see if you're an Nigma fan.
Now he's back, yeah.
Yeah, spamming.
Yeah.
Well, laning stage so far looking fairly even-ish across the board. Definitely a slight lead up on the top side where it's a TA Watson that's gotten pretty much everything that she wants. Mid pretty even though.
I think the other nice thing is his scaling throughout this game on Watson looks great. He might as well be TB. I feel like he scales pretty hard compared to the heroes on the side of Nigma. We've seen the state of the game that TA gets to. Like, she gets into like later Aghanim Scepter and stuff. If the game goes really late, she's really hard to contest. I love the shard timing. I feel like it's this whole thing with Templar Assassin that I always have to watch for, because you'll have games where the TA will just straight up buy it at 15 because it's so valuable, and especially if they're snowballing, it can just ruin a team's team fight. And you look at like Underlord, Razor, Marcy, they're going to be pretty clumped in the middle of these engagements, so they're going to be kind of cautious about their dispels.
Absolutely. No, they need to have them at the ready. Another really good Fatal Bonds here is starting to lay in damage to MC, and actually with these imps coming at him, they're going to do significant damage. Man, even the Ring of Health not really keeping him topped up on the HP pool, while Mikey is starting to bully a little bit on Storm Spirit. Getting that double rune made a big difference, and level 6, or rather minute 6 coming up pretty soon. Depending on what this is, he might just get dove. Yeah, he has level 6 now on Marcy and Stormstormer.
The Ghost Walk is prepped from Stormstormer, so.
Going to Ghost Walk and start heading bottom? Is he ganking right now?
Stormstormer. I mean, you're regenning, right? So.
Okay.
You know, gotta do something.
That doesn't look like it's going to work out for them.
It's okay. Wave's going to push to his tower anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Right. Well, in the meantime, up top, Watson still gain everything that he wants, although MC isn't being completely denied everything. Getting semblances of this wave heading his direction. No stacks yet being built off in the jungle for the TA. But she's already
that is one
life.
downside. The Kataomi's on it now. He's getting the Ancients on the other side of the map. But down, certainly, you know, you have Shadow Demon in the offlane. This guy's got like 4 stacks already as a position 4. Yeah. Earthshaker, a little bit harder to make it work.
True enough. Trying to go onto MC a bit there, but drops down the Firestorm and then backs away. And again, Stormstormer just ghost walking around mid, trying to regen back up. And get himself into a decent position here. The scan does connect Radiant, realizing that Kataomi was heading around, and that should keep Mikey alive here. But yeah, another rotation.
I think this off-sentry combo mid is so sick too, as Watson, like you said, rotated right through. Beautiful play there.
Nice connection, and actually bringing in Kataomi. He's also, gonna hurt. Fishman will throw down the upheaval, but nothing really doing afterwards. A good fissure. This Fatal Bonds is hitting them quite hard. If they can get any extra damage, would be a huge amplification, but no, they're just going to head through the gate, regen back up, and then come to lane again. That's a nice play.
Oh, they're gonna try and catch them on the way back in? It looks like Invoker's TPing to the outpost here. He's gonna come through with the Ghost Walk and the DD, saying, we want to punish them when they get back in here, guys. Yuma? Oh, maybe this is it.
Starting, they have a good bit of damage. The right clicks are there. Another Fatal Bonds onto 2, slow down with the upheaval. And yeah, Yuma is just going to drop. So a nice rotation. And the big thing there is getting the Urn Charge onto Stormstormer.
Jeez, that was a huge fissure. Like, I think he gets away if it wasn't the fissure blocking him into the tree, because he has no Quelling Blade on the Razor, and he connected it right to that tree. I think the Fisher stun would not have been enough. I think he absolutely needed to make sure there was a full-on block there. So really well done from Kataomi.
Well, I definitely want those kills to try and set up the beginnings. And again, as we mentioned, the potential. Oh, wait, after using Tornado, they just decide to go. Stormstormer in trouble. Dust already used. Another round to hit. Stormstormer slowed up on Mikey and nowhere left to go. Mikey is going to get taken down. And GH also might go down here too. They have anything? Doesn't look like it.
No,
Still.
nothing else bonded.
The Warlock gank. Rarely seen, but much appreciated.
Of course, has the ulti ready too. Once he gets the mana back up, so have to be a little bit cautious if you want to dive any more of these heroes. They're at Yuma again, forced to use the link. Just to drive them back a bit here. It does open up another possibility though, because he's not going to fight with that links down. And now Stormstormer moving through. Can he get here in time?
Mikey moves in for the kill, and no, isn't going to be able to make it happen. Stormstormer seeing Kuro. It's a bold play to go for this. They're thinking about it. They see Mikey now, and maybe a chance to go onto Kuro if he steps too far out, but he's not doing it.
I think they knew. I think that that's why Mikey comes down here. He's fully aware of how this Invoker wants to play this. I love, again, this op-centric combo mid that they put down from Nigma. I feel like that is so valuable versus Invoker. I think every team should be ready to de-ward that because they're constantly knowing if he's sitting there ghost walking or he's moving ghost walking.
MC drops the portal so friends can come and join him. They bring in a bunch. The tornado hits now onto 4, but that means there's 4 heroes nearby. Oh, big stun. Is it going to be enough? Fishman drops the ulti. Stolen swap, turning, gone, and Fishman lives. 3 dead for 1.
Oh, I thought they were going to have the turn there for a minute, but Mikey, he's just forced to bail out of that situation, and Fishman somehow gets away. One happy Invoker, Warlock player here even gets the stack off after to keep propelling Watson into the stratosphere. He's about, what, 1,400 gold ahead of Yuma right now. We have a very large Templar Assassin in this game. And Entity, they're trying to do the same thing for Gabbi, right? He's pretty high, like he's tied up there with Yuma on that Razor. But I want to see Gabbi getting into some fights, right? He's trying to avoid the Doom game. He wants to battle.
No, totally. I mean,
is he gonna die? Is he gonna get swapped back? They need to get rid of this ob-centric combo, and it's just done way too much for Nigma.
It's been really good for them, absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing, right? Is that if they see a moment there to make a jump, they're definitely going to go for it. But instead, it's going to be Mikey stepping forward. Could pop Unleash here, but is just going to right click down the tower, it looks like. Oh, a little bit of a misclick there. Like he doesn't get the last hit. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, a very similar situation to what we saw in game number 1 with Watson taking over the role of what Yuma was last game on his gyrocopter. We'll see if the story ends the same as they're setting up onto MC top. Another tornado combination with the cold snap. MC is very tanky with the Vanguard, but the slows eventually might do their work. Stolen fissure from GH, and now Mikey shows up. The jump forward, the catch onto both with the dispose and the kill. Kuro takes him down, finds Fishman. Gabbi shows up. I don't know if you want to brawl right now, although with Watson nearby, that might be enough. Kuro in trouble, ends up going down. Another jump forward, but it's not going to make the difference. Watson, can he take down Mikey? Melt Strike 1, slowing down. GH Fissure still a little ways away. In the end, it's a 2 for 2.
And I mean, you can see what's really interesting about Mikey's build too. Is talk about how like some people have tried the Marcy mid, but they're still going sidekick. But he's essentially playing puck. Like he's jumping in and doing a double nuke and then kind of jumping back out with this max level rebound. Because like currently Marcy is pretty committal on the rebound because you tend to have lower levels at the earlier parts of the game because you're maxing sidekick. Most Marcys only ever go to 2 points, if anything, not 4. Gabbi, oh, that ulti hurts. Oh, saved!
Get out of there. He's away. And the gate down on the low ground. Not quite going to connect the way they wanted that one to. But yeah, would have been big. Now Mikey in mid. Stormstormer tried to get the dispose, but couldn't quite make it happen. GH having this fissure stolen is a problem. He is already starting to do some good things around the map with this. Kuro? Finds Gabbi. Gabbi sticking around too long, but didn't get the swap off. Got fogged. Oh, that would have been huge. GH wants to chase this, but isn't going to quite be able to catch up, it looks like. Instead, they're going to run through and try and steal a Wisdom Rune. They're going to find the stack that is being built. Mikey doesn't quite get high ground, but they will find him. Pull him back in. Mikey's stuck.
Ancient's help.
And Ancient's helping. The Echo Slam turn on a Kuro, and then the deny. Oh my God, it's gone terribly. They got to get out of here. Mikey slowed. This was not the way it was supposed to go. Will he get denied too? The Ancients, they get involved, and they take them both down. These guys are a menace. He's Ancient stack. My God.
Listen, I've been saying, since Ancients got levels and they can level up, you know, they should level up if they kill someone.
Yeah.
Then it's more valuable if you Helm of the Dominator them. You like sacrifice your position 5 to power up a neutral creep.
It's like back in, you know, when this was an RTS game, you would get creeps or, you know, the Marines in StarCraft with a kill number on them. I want to see the kill number on those neutrals. All right, well, 6 to 10, 2K gold lead.
Yeah, a bit tough there to lose the enemy mid to a neutral, but at least your Shaker also denied himself. Obviously, Mikey very happy that he managed to get away with that and didn't give up too much there to the enemy team. As he bottles up a shield room. It is funny when he uses Unleash, though, and he's just like tickling the enemies right now. It is not very threatening.
No, he does not have the damage that he needs. But all in good time, I'm sure. GH still farming away in the mid lane. He runs out of the fissure, so that great initiation potential that he had before not going to be there as much anymore. Trying to set up
on Kataomi right now. He's like, he's just like, do you think he'll fissure this wave? How badly does he want gold?
Yeah, but doing a good job of covering that one for now. While down bottom, Entity start to take down that tier 1 tower. MC trying to do the same on the other side of the map. Is not quite pushing it as quickly, though, it looks like. So will they get back in time to defend tier 1 top? Does not look like Entity are interested in taking that fight. So yeah, just a trade, and right now it's Nigma that have found themselves in game number 2 with a 1 tower advantage, but down a significant amount of gold. That main difference just being Watson's very farm TA, who now has Blink Dagger done.
Do you think that Yuma will achieve more kills as Razor than Watson did? Because Watson ended last game with 1 kill, and that's where Yuma is right now.
I mean, I think so.
You're a believer?
Oh, yeah. 1,000.
I don't know, man. This game, like, this is prime for a snowballing out of control if they get Aegis and 1 good fight at a Watson, you know?
That's true. They might end the same. And Razor's just sad.
Yeah, it's definitely a real possibility right now. The other problem is Yuma getting into the fights, obviously. You know, we talked about the issues with Fishman and the IO with the Razor the entire time. That's true. But of course, at least they had the ability to bring him in when they could. They're going to have to try and use the portal, I guess, if they want to do the same from the Underlord.
Kuro backs away.
Oh, we got Grove Bomb.
That's big. That's really nice for TA. I mean, yeah, Dragonlance, Deso, she's very scary.
And she's going for the early shard, too. Oh, Watson after my heart here.
I know. Jump forward, Echo onto Mikey, the blink reveal. Mikey in trouble, slowed, the stun, the Sunstrike Tornado. It's going to be enough. They take down 2 and get the dual victory. They baited that out perfectly.
Snowball, snowball, snowball. Speaking of blink reveal, Kataomi also has a blink flying out right now. Gabbi looking for a little bit more here, sends Kuro running away there, but they're just looking for Aegis. It's going to be 20 minutes here pretty soon, so they can start making their way down towards bottom. You farm your way there as TA, take these camps, take the Ancients, go for Roche at 20 minutes as it rotates down bot. The answers, MC, he has the pipe, he also has the mech. So they have some counter to this overwhelming team fight, but they didn't really have to use all too much, right? Like Echo, kind of whatever, but they're still holding the golems, and it's going to be very hard to contest Roche while those are up.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's a really scary situation, too, because Watson is just going to take any objective so fast. Like, there's no way that you can get there in time for Nigma to come and contest, because it's not just TA with Deso with a couple charges on him. It's also Invoker with now 7 points in Wex for Alacrity with a TA. So maximum attack speed coming out, being given over by the Invoker.
Yeah, plus, Stormstormer, he currently has boosted travel. He has his Urn with a couple charges, and now he has these traps that are still around the map. Like, there's some up top, there's some in mid, and of course, they're silencing now. So it kind of opens up these little gank opportunities for Stormstormer that weren't necessarily there before. It's not just an individual shard on the TA.
Oh, Entity, they're trying to get active and fight, and in the meantime, they almost caught Gabbi up top.
Under ward 2.
Still chasing, hunting. They want to get him, but the TPs are coming in from the rest of the team, and now the decision to turn and fight. Again, you got to be careful. Fighting into Golem here is really scary. But instead, they're going to go back through the gate. And then are they going to try and set up for a Roche themselves? 20 minutes, it's switching over.
He has the blink. Don't get caught.
Looking. Hunting. Drop down
Razor's
some vision.
He's going to try and cancel it again. Oh, dude, he's a bold guy. He's bold.
They're moving through. Fishman, Gabbi, Kataomi, all heading together.
Oh, Kataomi's looking for the dunk.
They scan behind. They know everybody else is right over there. And starting off, MC getting hit. The wraparound is here, though. It could be devastating. Fisher out. The Golem onto 2. The duel. Will it be enough? Swapping him back and away. They've already used a lot of their spells.
Dude, they're just holding dunk.
It's going to be enough to get him caught.
They're not even worried.
Yeah, they are just going to catch them all. So 3 down and Entity into Roche if they feel so inclined.
Kataomi didn't even give the respect of dunking on the GH there to cancel his TP. He was like, maybe a little worried that split second he went for it, he could miss it between the travel time of his fingers, and he's just like, no, let him go.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Nice,
or maybe he just wasn't quite close enough for Aftershock. That's probably what it was.
Regardless, I mean, they are going now into Roche and taking it, and they still are holding on to that Echo like you're talking about. It's going to be 110 seconds with no Warlock ulti. I still want to see Entity play pretty aggressive on the map at this point, even without that Golem, but we'll see what they decide to do.
What do you think about those Razor kills, bud?
I know, I'm looking at it now. Yuma, I mean, it's the problem with this hero, right? Like, if things go wrong, you really don't feel good.
He got hit by a shard at the start of that fight. I was like, oh, it's over. Like, you're on the trap. They only put a sentry as well, if I'm not mistaken, onto that pillar. So they dewarded what Enemy had there, but Enemy just like quickly came down and chucked another one like directly on top. Gave him the vision of the Razor, trapped him, and gave him a really bad time. Well, and soon we're gonna have level 12 on Fishman. Let's go.
True. Yeah, he's already a monster, and just making those golems that much more annoying to play against. They did get the shard onto Kuro. That's a pretty big one for them, I feel like.
Yeah.
Getting a random magic missile stun is going to be nice, but I mean, this definitely, like you talked about it feels like it's snowball TA territory.
All right, so how do you not let that happen? How do you, all right, first off, do you want to even try and fight this Aegis? I feel like that's probably not the way to go about it. Except Mikey, needs to fight. That's kind of one of his problems.
Yeah.
He is lowest on the cores right now. He's almost fallen to the value of Fishman's Warlock.
Yeah.
He's only 1,200 gold ahead of him, which is more impressive for Fishman, honestly. But that's Warlock these days.
Just get gold. It seems like crazy. And I mean, he has Solar Crest and Drums done. I mean, if they're not fighting right now with Mikey having a DD rune and BKB up, then I don't think that they're fighting, just in general. And that's now Golem back up too. It's just delay as much as possible time, it feels like. And MC taking the most dangerous farm on the map right now, has Greaves done along with Pipe, and is just going to try and shove out these waves if at all possible. Backs away again, and he is actually fissure blocked. They got him. Dual Cataclysm done. Oh my god, they find another. GH in trouble. Doesn't have anywhere left to go. stolen refraction, but it's only going to last him a moment. An easy double kill.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Snowball.
Is under attack.
No kills Razor. He's almost got Manta, and by almost I mean it's still pretty far away because he wants the BKB first. So never mind.
Okay. Unfortunate. It felt like that BKB is more important, and well, I mean he needed something, but this is going to be buildings dropping soon if they can't stop this push.
Radiant's
Man,
middle tower
I can't wait to see who picks Razor in Game 3. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
bottom tower has fallen.
Freaking Razor, man.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Well,
It is
not quite
strange to have basically the exact same game. It feels like.
right.
Like it's just like Razor's done the same thing at both of these games, but I mean we can't really hate on the hero too much. I feel like there's many carries that could have been in this situation.
Yeah.
But they're not. It kind of is a combination of all three cores again. So very similar problems is what Envy had last game. And again, Mikey is literally just playing puck. That is all that this Marcy build is. Like he's just rebounding and disposing. He jumps in, he does 2 nukes, and if it doesn't kill them, you lose the fight.
Right.
You know, and instead of having a coil to at least try and guarantee it, you have this unleash, which will scale a little bit better later. But for now, it's not doing a whole lot.
No, it feels quite bad.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I mean, again, they haven't really been able to take a consistent fight since a couple of those ones lost early on. But it feels like the window for Nigma to try and hold out in this game is going to be much, much later. And I don't think Entity are going to give him that opportunity. And in fact, they're going to head now down bottom and try and catch MC. He's right under a ward.
Yeah.
This should be easy.
We're talking about how like Stormstormer used to play this hero all the time anyway. This is how he always played Invoker. I feel like the new version of Invoker is great for him. He's always been a very stocky Invoker. He's less of a like, oh, I'm going for the Omega teamfight refresher build. He can do all that stuff, but he's someone who's really good at pushing the hero individually around the map. So new Invoker should be pretty cool for him.
Interesting. They didn't want to reveal. They find MC again, but a little bit afraid of the backup that could come from Nigma with the swap coming from Kuro. So they bring everybody bottom, but don't go in for a fight. And then actually,
Top's hitting though.
instead it's Mikey that's down here all alone. I don't know. He just thought that they could wrap around maybe, but that did not work at all.
They were trying to set up, yeah. They were going for like a smoke play as well. He was hoping he would jump in behind, but it's because Entity, like much like last game where they were forced to jump on the Earth Spirit because they were so far behind and it went poorly for them. There's a reason they're only showing MC, and they know that on Entity. They're like, we're not going to hard commit. The last time they hard commit was because they knew they could get a Fisher block and guaranteed Sunstrike, and he got annihilated by that. But this time, they're just like, it's chill. We'll just wait. Catapults are hitting the top tower while all that was going on, and now they just immediately go back bottom.
Looking for a swap play to start, but then the blink out, BKB after, Kuro dead. So the hits come through. Yuma forced to pop that BKB, but it's overwhelming physical damage coming from Watson. It's a BKB to run away.
He tried to deny off a trap and hit him on the way out of the Razor. I love how TAs have that now.
Oh, yeah. That's a full dataless done on Watson. And I mean, right now, they've got to be feeling good. They've made some adjustments. The gyrocopter no longer in the game has set Entity up for success. And off the back of this Stormstormer Invoker, they're getting everything that they need.
Get it, Golem. Use your flaming fists.
Yeah. Well, a minute and a half until Roche is capable of respawning, and Entity, they've remained active in this game, having taken that full set of racks now. What did Nigma need to do? I mean, it feels like, again, they're getting close to like a couple of item timings, but Mikey in particular has just not been able to get what he needed out of this Marcy. Oh,
Kuro,
God, they got him again.
Nice grab. Hey, he got it at least.
Yeah, that's true.
They sent him through the portal.
It's just like last game in reverse, like you said.
Yeah, it really is. Yuma here. It really looks like there's a corrosive haze on him. Every time I look at Razor, I think the enemy can see him.
Right. Well, they can underneath that ward. I mean,
yes,
they've had
that is a
full
good
vision.
reason.
Kataomi walking along. Looking, hunting, has the blink ready, but not going to go. And yeah, now they realize there's vision right there.
All right, so they got one thing in their favor, and that's that they're currently holding Fatal Bonds on GH. So the ideal way that this fight happens is that he sees the Warlock cast his ulti, he blinks in, Fatal Bonds the enemy, steals Golem, and then drops Golem.
Okay. All right.
Or even better, he somehow Fatal Bonds and then... Actually, no, it's not better. It's literally just that. Yeah, just get the Golem.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a better spell to steal.
He almost has Blink Dagger done, but that also means that they have to fight under Nigma Vision, which, to be honest, you're likely... Oh, Cataclysm Scout? Don't find anybody, but now they realize where they're at. Likely it's going to need to be around that Roche fight. That feels like the most likely place where this game is going to be decided. And we're 2.5 minutes away on it.
Oh, we're already going to be extending the schedule here today since we got started a little bit early. I thought maybe it'd be a fast one, but 2.5 more minutes and a guaranteed game 3. Sorry, almost guaranteed game 3.
Yeah.
My bad. Wait, might get our first game 3 of the day. Who knows? Perhaps GH can pull off the miracle here, even though he's not here.
He doesn't have the spell stolen anymore, sadly, so...
you know, it's still on the... It's always the Rubik player we have to look for, right?
It's true. I mean, I think for Entity, you know, it's going to come down to Watson needing to play not necessarily defensively, but just not crazily, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As he hits level 20 and has Meld the spells now.
Just don't play like it's a 25k lead, and he'll be fine. You know what I mean? Just play like the game is still somewhat tight, and you're gonna win these fights. But if you do the YOLO plays, there have been some crazy comebacks these qualifiers.
Oh yeah,
there have been some insane throws. I saw like one game where they were up 25k and it got fully reversed, and then they were down 3k, and then they came back and won. I was like, oh my god,
right?
Like the hearts, everyone's just losing it. I love TI Dota. TI is when you get the worst Dota of the year, and it's the best.
It's true.
There's nothing better than bad Dota.
It's great. You love to see it. Well, and I guess
stalking.
The caveat there is that great players play in nervous, scared, spooky Dota. As they find GH, he TPs away. Oh my god, dude. And then, well, they find another one. Kuro also going to get hunted and killed. I was like, is he going to get out? And then the Cataclysm dropped.
It actually does more than his health. It does 1,330 if he gets hit by both, and he only has 1,226 HP.
Time to buy a bracer. Get some more blood grenades in there.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, I need the blood grenades.
Well, a very long Roche respawn time like we talked about. Stormstormer finds MC now on the bottom side of the map. Gonna get hit by the wall and now completely out of mana. Just waddling away, trying to waddle away. Getting bullied here. Jump, finding the Warlock. Okay, dispose, pulls him in deeper. They get the Golem down. Gabbi manages to find one. Duel back off cooldown now. Thinking about turning. Now Kuro shows up. Kuro in no man's land is just gonna get dueled.
I'm over
Nobody
here
there to help him out at all. And now they get the lift up. Razor found. Yuma in trouble, dies in his BKB. And they find another. GH just gets obliterated by Watson. Time to head on up high ground. Who needs a Roche? Took too long. They're taking buildings.
Now, Watson did end 1-5-2, so he had one more assist, but he also had one more death on the Razor last game.
It is
so,
funny,
you know,
it's like,
I'm not sure how you can. How do you win this one as Yuma? Is 1-4, and if he gets 1-4-2, then he just straight up did better. So he needs at least an assist.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Ideally.
Cool.
I mean, we are seeing the snowballing carry completely take over this game. The big switch up here, too, is that Invoker is not just the utility that we saw from Coddle last game. He is also a damage dealer in his own right. But
yeah,
they don't manage to take the other lane. And actually now, with no Warlock Golem, do they want to try and take this fight? I feel like Nigma have to run in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's Nigma having to. Yeah, they pretty much have to. It's their last hope. You do not want them coming high ground with an Aegis. I don't think you have a hope or a dream. You have all your spells up, so I think you smoke close and then you Fiend's Gate in behind and only the Underlord goes through and the rest of you run. That's the play.
They're trying. It looks like that might be the call, though. They smoke up MC also. Roche down to half HP. If they want to get there, they got to be quick. They're already sitting in position on Kataomi to break it. He doesn't have Echo for another 15 seconds, but Aegis claimed, and it's too late now.
Oh, they saw Mikey
find
on the ward.
Oh, GH has to blink away. Cataclysm, Mikey trying to escape. The duel's going to be there, though. Disarm on you to BKB. The swap back, trying to keep him alive. Mikey lives through it. And now Gabbi caught, doing what damage they can. Watson's at an awkward angle, but they find him. The jump forward, trying to blow him up. Does he have enough? Mikey disposed the hits. Watson is low. Watson actually going to die one time. They burn through the Aegis. That's about the best that you could hope for. Kataomi, he's looking for his moment, but his blink gets canceled. Echoes the ground. 2 still dead for 2. MC is in trouble and likely going to fall here. But that is about the best you could hope for on Nigma to try and hold on to this game. GH, no, gets away too.
He had nothing left. Didn't realize. Okay. Oh, nice escape there. And yeah, you're right. It really is the best you could hope for. And picked up a double kill there on Yuma. So get owned, Watson. The superior Razor player has arrived. He's so powerful.
A lot of Zeus house.
Yeah, it's a giant hole they have to claw their way out of. But you saw some potential there from the Razor. You got a big link, a nice steal, and he's eyeing up a butterfly with his bonus gold. He's like, if I can get to a butterfly, TA, she's gonna have to work pretty hard with some side blades to catch me.
Oh, true enough. I mean, that's really just putting as much on the line as you can, trying to just hope to get lucky with it, which is what it feels like they need. Although, a jump, a lift, they find a Fishman, they blow him up in time. No! He gets the Golem off, he gets the Fatal Bonds off, Cataclysm, but now stolen Golem. And will end up making the difference. Yuma in trouble, disarm, dead. Gabbi got him. It is not enough at the end of the day, as 37,000 gold lead is too hard to fight through, and Watson just going to walk up high ground, taking down these buildings.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Alacrity Watson, a bit too powerful here with 94 attack speed and damage.
Yeah, he is a monstrosity. Still #1 MMR on the leaderboards, still taking over these games, and this is going to send us right on into a game #3. GG is called. Ooh, we are treated on the 3rd series of the day with a